Part 5. After guarding the abyss for a billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 42. Kill, no one from the Hu family will be spared, and anyone who dares to take action will also be killed. Dong Emperor Yi's cold voice resounded over the divine city. Cold sweat broke out in Hao Yun's palms. She was frightened by Dong Emperor Yi's strength. Originally, she was just afraid of Meng Zhan. After all, Meng Zhan could not even compete with 10 human beings. Sulao's Taoist body was destroyed and killed, and the ruthless people in the city of gods and demons were massacred. But now that she saw the Dong Emperor take action, Hao Yun understood that the strength of the Eastern Emperor's divine son made it easy to kill him. The divine son of Emperor Yi of the East has such strength, but what about the other people following Meng Zhan? Hao Yun's fear is even worse. Kill! Hao Yun roared, and she and her clansmen rushed into the divine city in front of them, killing all the blood clan members of the Hu family. This was easy to recognize, because the Hu family was an immortal blood clan, and most of their cultivation powers and techniques were the same. Kill if you feel it. Even gods and demons in the Taiyan realm can't resist a single move by Hao Yun. Ah! Hao family, you are seeking death. If you dare to attack us, everyone in your Hao family will be killed and exterminated. Stop! Stop! Are you, the Hao family, really not afraid of death? Our Hu family is a longevity family. In the divine city, millions of Hu family members suffered a disaster. Hao Yun took all the gods and demons of the Hao family to take action. Without the Hunyuan realm gods and demons to take action, this group of Hu family members could not stop them at all. One group after another was killed, and blood flowed all over the entire divine city. The other gods and demons, as well as the other gods and demon families living in this sacred city, were all stunned, horrified, and frightened. They did not even move. Dare not. The Hao family gods and demons rushed into the divine city and started killing. Even if the Hu family members knelt down and begged for mercy, cried and shouted, or even threatened, they could not stop the Hao family gods and demons butchering knives. In this scene, who could dare to intervene in this matter? However, among them, there are also some gods and demon families who are completely panicked because of the appearance of Emperor Dong Ai. Back then, their family had taken action against the remnants of the Eastern royal family. East Royal. It's the Eastern Emperor who returned from the Abyss Passage with Meng Zhan, the remnant of the Meng family, the Eastern Emperor. He killed several Hunyuan realm gods and demons in one move. What kind of strength does he have? No, you can't stay here and wait to die. Some gods and demons moved quietly and began to escape outside the city. At the same time, they also spread the news to their own families, so that the clansmen in the city could also find a way to escape from this place. They could not wait until the Eastern Emperor began to massacre the city. At that time, they wanted to escape. They couldn't run away. However, before these gods and demons could escape from the divine city, Hao Yun's figure had already blocked them in front of them, looking at them with cold murderous intent. Everyone, where do you want to go? Some Taiyan realm gods and demons were startled. They looked around and saw no other gods and demons. Then they shouted to Hao Yun in a low voice, "Ancestor of the Hao family, we have nothing to do with the Hu family. What do you think? When the Hu family started, we didn't bother you. We won't cause any trouble if we leave, so that's no problem, right?" Hao Yun chuckled a few times after hearing this, and said, "It's a pity. I really want to believe what you said, but the Son of God has ordered that anyone who wants to escape from the city will die. So, everyone, please hit the road." Ah! Everyone, we are fighting with her. There are as many as 100 or 200 gods and demons blocked in the divine city, among which there are 20 or 30 gods and demons in the Taiyan realm. When they heard this, they all became violent in an instant, and their murderous intentions surged. but the gods and demons in the Taiyan realm compared to the gods and demons in the Hunyuan realm, they are just bigger ants after all. They can't even flip a wave. Haun took action, and the mountains and rivers in the world shook, just like a river god who controls the power of the rivers in the world. With the palm the magical power was released, and a group of gods and demons were suppressed by it in an instant. As the blood of the gods surged out, each of the gods and demons were killed by Haoyun, and their souls were searched for by him. Then, Haoyun looking in one direction, he bowed respectfully and said, "Sir Son of God, how should we deal with the families behind these people?" "Kill. Also, none of the families of gods and demons who attacked our Eastern royal family in the past will be left behind." The voice of Emperor Deng Ai came. Haoyun felt chilled in her heart. It seemed that this man really wanted to settle the matter of the past, and he would not hold back, let alone be merciful. "Yes, Lord Son of God." Haoyun obeyed the order, and immediately took the gods and demons of the Hao family to clean up some of the gods and demon families in this sacred city. One after another, the small gods and demon families were uprooted, leaving no chickens or dogs left. When this sacred city after the cleanup, only less than half of the hundreds of millions of people in the entire divine city remained. If all the gods and demons still want to survive, then it is best to follow our Hao family and attack the next divine city. Otherwise, I, Haoyun, cannot guarantee whether you will survive. Haoyun gathered all the surviving gods and demons in the divine city and said to them with a smile on her face. After guarding the abyss for 1,000,000,000 years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 43. There are less than 3,000 gods and demons left in the entire divine city, not a single Hunyuan realm god and demon, and less than 100 Taiyan realm gods and demons are left. Such a group of gods and demons, not even Haoyun and other Hao family gods and demons can resist. Not to mention there is a divine son of the Eastern royal family who can kill several Hunyuan realm gods and demons with one move. Therefore, under Haoyun's coercion, the gods and demons of this divine city had to follow the Hao family gods and demons to kill the next divine city. I advise you not to have any thoughts or think that the Hu family can save you. After all, in addition to the Son of God, there is also His Majesty the human emperor, as well as the sons of God of the great clans in the past, and even the 10 elders of the 10 Laoding. Nowadays, no one dares to cause trouble to His Majesty the human emperor. Everyone, do you think you or the family behind you can go against His Majesty the human emperor and the Son of God? Together with our Hao family, we will kill all the Hu family members in the Hu family, as well as the gods and demons family that once attacked the Eastern royal family. This is our only outlet. On the road, there was a tendency that the gods and demons were ready to move, and groups gathered together to escape, but before they could implement this idea, Haoyun's calm and indifferent voice reached their ears. In an instant, the inner thoughts of this group of gods and demons were extinguished, and a chill filled their hearts. Grass. I almost forgot about the guy from God and Demon City, but now I heard that he has also come out. If he was around, would the Hu family be spared? Even if the Hu family is an immortal family and has 2 ancestors of the immortal gods and demons, they can't stop it. At the beginning, more than a dozen immortal gods and demons took action in the gods and demons city, but he slaughtered them all in the city of gods and demons. Now that I think about this incident, all the gods and demons feel fear in their hearts, and they immediately suppress their childish thoughts of escaping. Understand? Ancestor Haoyun, don't worry, anyone who dares to escape is working against us. With the divine power of the Son of God, whoever dares to disrespect me will be the first to be spared. A group of gods and demons quickly restrained their thoughts, showed flattering smiles, came to Haoyun's side, and tried their best to please Haoyun. Seeing such a group of gods and demons with low eyebrows, Haoyun sneered in her heart, but no, she knew why. But she felt in her heart that this position of suppressing a group of gods and demons was so satisfying, commanding these gods and demons, and controlling their life and death. This was the first time she had tried such an experience. And this time, it gave Hao Yun a feeling of intoxication in her heart. How great it would be if it could always be like this. When Hao Yun had this idea, she gritted her teeth slightly and her eyes flashed. She didn't want to die, she must keep her own. You can live your life in the service of the Son of God, or even be a dog. Therefore, when you come to the second divine city, Hao Yun will be too cruel. Boom! East Emperor Yi's divine rocket arrow fell from the sky, breaking through the formation of the divine city, and then killed several Hunyuan realm gods and demons to clear the obstacles. Hao Yun took the lead and rushed into the divine city, her body filled with murderous intent. Heaven, the terrifying divine power shook the heaven and the earth, causing countless people in the divine city to vomit blood and faint to death. Even some gods and demons in the great sun realm could not resist the suppression of this divine power, and suddenly vomited blood and knelt down. Kill. All members of the Hu family will be killed without mercy. Anyone who wants to escape will be killed without mercy. The people and families who had attacked the Eastern royal family in the past will be killed without mercy. Hao Yun's cold voice resounded throughout the entire divine city. Kill. Behind her, countless gods and demons of the Hao family took action without hesitation. All the gods and demons who resisted, as well as the people of the Hu family, were their killing moves. The Hao family had no way to turn back, but to kill them all. The whole Changsheng Hu family, the Hao family has a way to survive. And the group of gods and demons who were coerced oversaw Hao Yun acting like this, and the other gods and demons of the Hao family acting like this. They gritted their teeth, looked at each other, and roared. All take action. If they don't take action, they will die. If they take action, they may not die. So what if the Changsheng Hu family is now being targeted by the man from the god and demon city? A disaster is definitely imminent. Even if the clan is not exterminated, they will suffer hardships. What a heavy blow to imagine. The second divine city was blood-bathed not long after. Hao Yun once again gathered the remaining gods and demons, threatened them, and asked them to join in, and then continued to the next divine city. With the old gods and demons joining in from a sacred city, they can train the new gods and demons and make them obedient. It makes no sense to go into the water yourself, but you are thinking of escaping, right? At this moment, the Hao family is leading a group of gods and demons to attack. The news of the killing of God City was sent back to the Changsheng Hu family. When Hu Qianzhong heard it, he knew that this was trouble, and it was not just an ordinary trouble, but a disaster. Mengzhan did not directly attack him as he imagined. They came to their Hu family's ancestral land. Instead, they drove away other gods and demon families. They wanted to clean out the countless divine cities in their Hu family's land one by one, and wash the foundation of the Hu family with blood. Hu Qinzong's face changed drastically, and he gritted his teeth and shouted, Mengzhan, you deserve to die. The Hao family deserves to be killed. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After guarding the abyss for 1,000,000,000 years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 44. All the elders of the Hu family were stunned. They had already risked their lives and were ready to wait for Mengzhan to come over and then fight with Mengzhan. Even if he dies, Mengzhan will suffer infamy. As long as Mengzhan abandons those who want to surrender to him, then who else in the human race will surrender to him? But now, they are waiting in the ancestral land, but Mengzhan is expelling a group of gods and demons, attacking the sacred cities outside their Hu family, and not coming to their ancestral land at all. Patriarch, what should we do? Once all the sacred cities in the outer clan lands are defeated by Mongolian wars and all the clan members are killed, then the foundation of our Hu family will suffer unbearable heavy damage, and our Hu family will be doomed. Some elders looked pale, and the fear in their eyes could no longer be concealed. Head of the family, please think of a solution quickly. You can't let them kill you, otherwise our Hu family will never be able to recover. Damn it, what should we do? No more waiting. What if it's just a Hao family, even if the divine son of the Eastern royal family takes action? Our Hu family can kill them too. Wait, what if we leave our ancestral land and that Mengjian is waiting for us outside? Who can stop him? Don't even threaten him then, I'm afraid we will die at his hands the moment we leave our ancestral land. The other elders were also impatient. But when they heard that Mengjian might be waiting outside the ancestral land, they all fell silent. Those elders who shouted to get out were silent at this moment. Get out! Get out! No, they didn't even have the qualifications to threaten Mengjian. They shrank one by one and could only look at the head of the family, Hu Qianzhong. Hu Qianzhong closed his eyes for a long time. After all the elders calmed down, he opened his eyes again. Said, send someone out and tell Mengjian that as long as he kills one member of my Hu family, then my Hu family will kill 10 sinners who want to surrender to him. If he doesn't want all those people to die, then he'd better come here obediently and kneel outside my Hu family's ancestral land. I want to see if he, Mengjian, can still ignore these people. Also, spread the news and say that Mengjian did not care about the lives of those who surrendered to him, and madly killed our family members, causing countless murders. This man has become a demon, no different from the abyss demons. If such people are not eliminated, it will be a disaster for the human race. When the elders heard this, their eyes suddenly shone. This is a good idea. If Mengjian doesn't come to them, then they will go to Mengjian. With that group of people in hand, the initiative is now in their hands, whether to kill or cut into pieces, it is up to them. In a moment, the Hu family sent 10 a great sun realm god and demon, and a Taiyan realm god and demon went out to bring Hu Qinzong's words to Mengjian or the Eastern Imperial God Sun. At the same time, Hu Qinzong's instructions also began to spread among the human race. Mengjian has already taken action against the Changsheng Hu family. Moreover, he coerced the Hao family, a family of gods and demons that used to be affiliated with the Hu family, to mobilize the whole family to attack the divine city in the Hu family's territory. What a cruel method! I must say that Mengjian is so cruel. You must know that after they spread the news, many gods and demons moved their families to join them. However, now Mengjian does not care about their life and death at all, and directly how can such a person be able to take action against the Hu family? Is it still worth investing? Snort. I have long said that this Mengjian is a wolf-hearted and a scum of the human race. Not only did he release the Abyss Demon clan and killed countless human race members, but now he also wants to attack our human race's Changsheng family. He wants our human race to die. Ha ha ha. Is this the so-called human emperor? He still has the nerve to call himself the human emperor? He can't even protect those who surrender to him, and he doesn't even care about their life or death. What kind of bullshit is this human emperor? Eat it? Many Changsheng families and gods and demons families who have pledged their services to Shi Laoding have spoken out, angrily scolding Mengjian. They can be as cruel as they want. All the dirty water has been poured on Mengjian. But now more gods and demons families, the Changsheng family is silent. Anyone with a discerning eye can see what is going on. Maybe ordinary people will be fooled by them and incite hatred towards Mengjian, but they know that this must be Shi Laoding's method. At this moment, Hao Yun, the ancestor of the Hao family, led a group of gods and demons to sweep through hundreds of divine cities of the Hu family in less than half a year. This speed was really fast. Everyone in the Hu family was everywhere he passed. The blood flowed like a river, and no one could survive. The blood was so bloody that those who survived in the divine city were silent, with fear from the bottom of their faces on their faces. Hao Yun, the ancestor of the Hao family, also became countless gods. Everyone knows that the object of demonic fear is that Hao Yun, the ancestor of the Hao family, is the chess piece and butcher knife of the former Eastern Imperial Sun, Emperor Deng Ai. It represents the Eastern Imperial Sun's liquidation of the Changshenghu family, and the past attack on the Eastern Imperial family. The one who did it? After guarding the abyss for 1 billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 45. It's time to disperse and let the more than 10 Hunyuan realm gods and demons in your clan lead 100,000 gods and demons to go to the other divine cities of the Hu family. This Son of God will completely destroy the people of the Hu family within 10 years. Die forever, leaving no one behind. The voice of Emperor Deng Ai sounded in Haoun's mind. A simple sentence. It fell on Haoun's heart, but made Haoun's body inexplicably excited, and every cell was trembling. Yes, Lord Son of God. Hao Yun was extremely respectful and humble, as if she was willing to become a servant of the Eastern Emperor. But when Hao Yun walked out of the central temple of this sacred city and saw hundreds of thousands of gods and demons outside, the look on her face he became cold and ruthless again, and the murderous intention in his body had skyrocketed in half a year, and the evil spirit was so permeable that it could not be concealed. He swept across hundreds of divine cities. Although some gods and demons had fled from these sacred cities, more gods and demons were unable to hide it. There is nowhere to escape. Where can they escape? As long as these remaining gods and demons have not attacked the East royal family and other families in the past, they will have to join Hao Yun and continue to grow this team to kill the Hu family. The City of God. After killing hundreds of millions of members of the Hu family, this group of gods and demons also lost thousands of people. But the team eventually became larger and larger. Lord Son of God has ordered that all the gods and demons will be divided into 10 teams, each led by my elder Hao family. Within 10 years, all the members of the Hu family in the Hu family must be killed, as well as those who used to attack the Eastern royal family and the Meng family. People from the family, Yingtian family, and other families take action. As soon as Hao Yun said these words, hundreds of thousands of gods and demons outside suddenly started to move, and they all whispered to each other. Killed all the Hu family in 10 years? Will this work? If we can continue to overthrow the Hu family's sacred city like before, then it will be easy, but we are afraid that the Hu family will react and surround us. Indeed, the Hu family is not weak. If we are separated, can we deal with it? Hao Yun did not speak. After everyone's discussion gradually subsided, her cold eyes scanned the entire audience. Even some Hunyuan realm gods and demons, and even the peak Hunyuan realm gods and demons who were stronger than her, this facing her intimidating gaze, he couldn't help but lower his head slightly to avoid its sharpness. Hao Yun said slowly, the siege by the gods and demons of the Hu family. If they don't come, that's it. If they come, they will die faster. Hao Yun's words made all the gods and demons feel tense and chilled. But just when Hao Yun divided this group of gods and demons into 10 teams, the Taiyan realm gods and demons and the 10 great sun realm gods and demons from the Hu family outside the city gods and demons also came here. Fight! I know you are here. In the past 6 months, you have slaughtered hundreds of millions of members of my Hu family. For such a blood debt, my Hu family will definitely repay you. Are you happy that you killed the weak members of my Hu family? But do you know that in these days, tens of billions of criminals who want to surrender to you have been captured by our Hu family and Shilaoding? It's all because of you that they betrayed the human race, betrayed the Shilaoding, and ended up in this situation. From today on, if you Mengzhan dares to kill anyone from my Hu family, then my Hu family will kill 10 or 100 of your criminals until they are all killed. If you have the ability, you will continue to kill, and you will not even care about the life or death of the people who surrender to you. What qualifications do you have to be the human emperor, the scum of the human race, and the dog thief who colluded with the abyss demons? The Taiyan realm gods and demons roared as soon as they arrived. These words made the faces of Hao Yun and others in the divine city change drastically. Hao Yun's eyes flashed fiercely and she stared at the small group of gods and demons from the Hu family outside the divine city. The charming face became distorted at this moment, full of murderous intent, and he roared in a low voice, saying word by word, "You exist. Try to find. Die." But before she could take action, a flaming arrow had already penetrated the space. In an instant, more than 10 gods and demons of the Hu family who appeared outside the city had been killed. The divine fire burned the sky and destroyed the earth. The bodies of these gods and demons were all destroyed, burned to ashes. When our emperor wants revenge, this little trick can't stop him. Even a mere ant dares to be so arrogant. Keep killing and leave no one in the Hu family. The Dong Emperor's indifferent voice resounded in the minds of everyone in the divine city. The strong murderous intention made everyone shudder. Such words made this matter a matter of his Dong Emperor's will. Kill the Hu family and avenge the Eastern royal family. No matter what others think, the Hu family will definitely be destroyed. Yes, Lord Son of God. Hao Yun was stunned for a moment, then quickly bowed down and respectfully accepted the order. Hundreds of thousands of gods and demons also did the same. However, Emperor Dong simply killed the 11 gods and demons of the Hu family, and even threatened the Hu family. Regardless, this made hundreds of thousands of gods and demons shudder. But when Emperor Dong was so decisive, it also made them feel slightly relieved. After all, they had been forced to kill many people in the Hu family, and they wanted to stop at this time. It is no longer possible, there is no turning back, otherwise the Hu family will be liquidated later and they will definitely die. After guarding the abyss for a billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 46. Is this the only way the dignified Ten Laoding can use, seeing Emperor Dong deal with the 11 gods and demons who came from the Hu family? Xiong Zhantian said disdainfully. If Emperor Dong hadn't taken the lead just now, he would have planned to blast them with a hammer. From the time he returned to the present, Shi Laoding's various actions, it really makes Xiong Zhantian feel angry, and even more angry and sad, really sad. The majestic human race. Has it fallen to such a state? In the past, the human emperor ruled the world, but he led the human race to expand the territory and command the world. No one dared not to from then on, it even suppressed the Abyss Demon clan to the point where they couldn't even raise their heads. How domineering that was! Now, under the leadership of Shi Laoding, the human race can't fight head-on, but they use villains and damaging moves? Damn it! Teng Qianqian said it's almost time. It won't take long to deal with the Hu family. When the time comes, we will continue to clean up other places in the human race. First, we will clear out Brother De Yi's former clan of the Eastern royal family and kill all the Yuan family. Then we can continue to clean up other Shilaoding families and their forces. Come to think of it, the Abyss demons will also madly attack other areas of the human race at that time. Even if more and more human gods and demons will stop and kill the Abyss demons, the bloody battlefield will definitely make many people collapse. Shi Laoding will not be strong for long before it will be uprooted by us. A billion years have passed. Even if it takes a million years to uproot the Shi Laoding, is that much? They sleep for more than millions of years. This time the war between the Abyss Demon clan and the human race will definitely, it will last for a long time. Unless the Shi Laoding comes out in full force and leads the human race to counterattack, it will not be easy to suppress the Abyss Demon clan again into the abyss. And it is obvious that with the actions of Meng Zhan, it is impossible for Shi Laoding to put all its strength into dealing with the Abyss demons. Meng Zhan showed even calmer, looked at Dong Emperor Yi and the others and said after a while, I will be able to touch the realm of the former human emperor at this level. The 10 elders of Shi Laoding and the Abyss demons are not a concern. I believe it will be easy to kill them by then. So now, we are mainly liquidating. After liquidating the forces of the Shi Laoding, and then liquidating those who have taken action against our family in the past, it is estimated that the human race will be able to recover. Zhantian, Ao, Moxiu, Ahu, Mengzhan called 10 people and ordered them you each bring a team of people. You don't need to take action yourself. Just like the Hao family did before, let them fight with the gods and demons of the Hu family, and each will live and die. Yes, the human emperor. Xiong Zhantian, Xianyu and Moxiu, Ying Tianhu and others were shocked when they heard what Mengzhan said. They had touched the realm of the former human emperor? Isn't that the so-called realm above the realm of immortal gods and demons? Original gods and demons. His. If this is really the case, then the 10 old men of the Shi Laoding are really just trivial. The same is true for the Abyss Demon clan. After the Shi Laoding is dealt with, will the Abyss Demon clan be better off? How many demon-suppressing armies do they have? Did the senior brothers die at the blood of the demons? Even if they are back here now, the survivors of the demon-suppressing army will not reduce their murderous intention towards the Abyss demons by half. Zhan Xiongtian and Xianyu and Moxiu the Dao Shen of Ying Tianhu and others left the team and followed quietly behind the separate team of gods and demons. They would not take action at will. They would only break through the formation of the divine city, and when the Hunyuan realm gods and demons appeared, the Tao Shen would only then would they take action to clear the obstacles for that group of gods and demons. Mengzhan, Dong Huiyi, Teng Qianqian, and others still followed Hao Yun and others towards the next sacred city. As for the Hu family or Shi Laoding's threat, this is very ridiculous in the eyes of Mengzhan, Dong Huangdiyi, Teng Qianqian, and others. To them, it means nothing at all. If Shi Laoding just grabs some people, it can threaten them not to move. Then they simply commit suicide. And it is foreseeable that such things will never happen in the future. However, some things can be healed with time, including the extinction of most people in the human race. It does not take tens of millions of years or one day. In a billion years, the human race can prosper again. Some things can be buried under the crushing power. In another billion years, who will know about the old 10 old courts? They will only know that there was a man who once led the human race. The force made a big mistake and was directly overthrown. Everyone was sent down to atone for their sins. It was a taboo. Kill. There are so many conspiracies and tricks, just kill them all and that's it. The next divine city. Mengzhan cast his eyes in the direction of the ancestral home of the Hu family, snorted coldly, and asked Hao Yun to lead people to kill the next sacred city of the Hu family in Changsheng. He raised his head slightly and walked towards the starry sky. With a wave of his hand, a time and space the gate appeared, and when he took Teng Qianqian and the others out of the gate of time and space, in front of them was a huge starry sky holy land. The Hu family holy land. Boom. Mengzhan Dao body stepped out of the body of the god puppet in one step, and the monstrous power of his body exploded. As soon as the power of the peak of the immortal god and demon realm came out, that aura had already crushed billions of stars in all directions, and the stars exploded in the air, like as if being squeezed by a giant hand. It turned into dust and disappeared in the starry sky. The Hu family's holy land. You dare to threaten me, you are very talented. Boom. Mengzhan slapped his hand. 199 layers of divine and demonic prison suppressing power was operating, the starry sky was exploded, and the starry sky array in the Hu family's holy land in front exploded like paper. In a short time, the entire Hu family's holy land was filled with thousands of star islands. Exploded. Unable to resist. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After guarding the abyss for a billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 47. Such a terrifying aura of gods and demons instantly changed the expressions of countless gods and demons within a radius of hundreds of millions of miles. Each one of them rushed out with frightened expressions and looked in the direction of the Hu family holy land. When they looked at it, they saw Mengjian holding the sky with his palm and smashing the starry sky array in the Hu family's holy land. Under the crushing force of that breath, all the stars in the starry sky were crushed. Fight! Seeing Mengjian appear in the starry sky, these gods and demons were so frightened that their faces turned a little pale. Their bodies were shaken like thunder, and they became stiff. Oops, is Mengjian going to attack the sacred place of the Changsheng Hu family? Hiss! The terrifying divine son of the Meng family, with one palm strike, blasted through the starry sky array in the holy land of the Hu family, the immortal family. It was like paper and fragile. Is this the strength of Mengjian? No wonder he dared to occupy the city of gods and demons and call himself the human emperor. This aura is too strong. Not to mention dealing with Mengjian, I can't even get close to him. Even though we are separated by the endless starry sky, my hands and feet feel a little cold now. I am in the early stage of the immortal god and demon realm, not the Hunyuan realm. Gods and demons, why is the gap so huge? The Hu family is finished. Once Mengjian takes action, the 10 elders from the 10 Laoding court will be unable to save them, let alone the 10 elders who were beheaded before and are still not out of seclusion yet. These gods and demons of the Changsheng family and the gods and demons family looked at Mengjian and other figures who had blasted through the Hu family's holy land formation. They only felt a suffocating feeling that was difficult to breathe, as if there was a stone pressing on their hearts. They can't bear it. Will the Hu family holy land be destroyed by Mengjian again? Ah, Mengjian! You dare to destroy the starry sky formation in my Hu family's holy land? Do you really want to ignore those countless people? Aren't you afraid of chilling the hearts of all of them? Damn it! Then my Hu family will accompany you to fight to the death. Two terrifying auras burst out from the Hu family's holy land. They rushed out in an instant and landed opposite Mengjian and the others. Their bodies were filled with rage. The murderous intention towards Mengjian was extremely strong and undisguised. A pair of the brilliance of the eyes gathered together, just like the birth and death of thousands of stars. Two immortal gods and demons appeared, and the world suddenly changed. The entire starry sky turned upside down at this moment, and one special star after another appeared, which turned out to be a huge change. Mengjian and others were included in it. In a blink of an eye, their figures and the two ancestors of the Hu family disappeared from the starry sky. Such an unexpected change made the faces of countless gods and demons who were paying attention to this starry sky change, and they felt that the power of turning and moving stars appeared, and they looked extremely shocked. This is 10,000 stars moving formation? The Hu family actually set up such a large formation in advance? No, the Hu family can't arrange such a large formation at all, it's Shi Laoding. Shi Laoding has set up a large formation of thousands of stars to move. Where do you want to send Mengjian's Taoist body? Is it worth spending such a huge price and consuming countless divine objects just to deal with Mengjian's Taoist body? These Changsheng family and the god and demon family were shocked. However, they looked at the Hu family's holy land and spent such a huge price to send Mengjian's Taoist body away. This is not without benefits. At least the Hu family's holy land is still preserved. After coming down, although they were somewhat damaged by Mengjian's barbaric bombardment, at least not all of them were destroyed. Human Emperor City. In the ancestral land of the Human Emperor clan, Mengjian, who was refining the immortal god-demon level god puppet for the Eastern Emperor, moved slightly. After a pause, through the connection with the Tao body, he felt that the Tao body had been moved to a distant place. That place seemed to have the power to block the time and space of the world and form a world of its own. And such a world made him vaguely feel threatened. Jedi. Stop refining the god puppet, Meng Zhan walked out of the ancestral land of the human emperor clan, with the Hungtian halberd appearing in his hand. He raised his head slightly and looked at the countless star islands standing in the sky. Meng Zhan's indifferent voice it resounded throughout the sky and roared in the ears of countless gods and demons, the Hu family must be destroyed. Boom. The next moment, the Hungtian halberd in his hand struck the sky from his hand. A gate of time and space appeared in the sky, and the Hungtian halberd cut straight into it. Above the endless starry sky, in the huge ancestral land of the Hu family, many gods and demons of the Hu family are still here. They were still frightened, recalling the ferocious aura that had just defeated the great god of the Holy Land. They felt as if they had experienced a nightmare, wandering on the edge of life and death. When they came back to their senses, their bodies were soaked with cold sweat without realizing it. Fortunately, the ancestors took action, otherwise we would definitely die. This remnant of the Meng family is really terrifying. Who can stop such a person? However, although our holy land is fine, Ancestor and the others have also been moved away. Will Ancestor and the others be fine? The faces of this group of gods and demons were full of worry. But in the next moment, their expressions changed dramatically, and the hairs on their bodies stood up. Every sense and premonition in their bodies was a crazy warning, making their hair stand on end and screaming like crazy. No, no, no. Run away. Boom. Just when they were about to escape, an invisible portal in time and space appeared outside the ancestral land, and the Hungtian halberd was slashed out of it. It was like a real dragon striking across the sky, slashing countless stars in the Hu family's holy land. Superior. After guarding the abyss for 1 billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 48. In a flash, the star island that filled the sky in the Hu family's holy land was wiped out. Tens of millions of Hu family's direct clan members and gods and demons lost their lives under this halberd. Blood mists spread all over the sky, and no one survived. The entire starry sky suddenly fell into deathly silence. Countless gods and demons were a little confused when they saw the halberd destroying the Hu family's ancestral land. They thought that the Hu family's ancestral land could escape this disaster. Little did he know that in the blink of an eye, a halberd would strike. Everyone in the Hu family's ancestral land was killed. It's Meng Zhan's true form, and the weapon is a halberd, so there's no mistaking it. Moreover, he used that magical power when he massacred the city of gods and demons. Some gods and demons said with a trembling voice, and the eyes of each god and demon immediately looked at the city of gods and demons in the world of gods and demons below. Call out. The Hungtian halberd returned from the gate of time and space. Meng Zhan held the long pole with one hand. The terrifying aura of gods and demons on his body did not restrain at all, but became even more terrifying. His eyes were cast in the direction of the Hu family. Originally, I just let the Hou family and other gods and demons attack your Hu family, but since your Hu family is eager to die, I will send you down first. Boom. The Hungtian halberd in Meng Zhan's hand slashed again, and in an instant, a true dragon crossed the sky and the earth. Crossing the gate of time and space, it appeared outside the Hu family's ancestral land billions of miles away, and slashed at the mighty divine dragon. On the terrible array. Buzz. Countless divine patterns are manifested, and the divine chains of divine formations block the time and space of the world. The divine formations are connected together, turning into a terrifying formation that cannot be broken through in the early stage of the immortal gods and demons realm. Even in the middle stage of the immortal gods and demons realm, it may not be able to shake it. In the ancestral land of the Hu family, Hu Qianzhong and the elders of the Hu family were still with dull eyes and trembling bodies. They looked up at the sky and looked at the Hu family's holy land that had been destroyed by Meng Zhan's halberd. They could not believe that their own family was so strong. There was even a holy land where 2 ancestors were stationed, but it was killed by Meng Zhan just like this. Tens of millions of Hu families direct bloodline. Hundreds of thousands of Hu family gods and demons. Under Mengjian's halberd, they all turned into blood mist and corpses are scattered in the starry sky. Everything is gone. Ah! Mengjian, I want to kill them all. Hu Jianzhong couldn't suppress his anger and raised his head and roared. Although he had already expected this day when he faced Mengjian, he really saw that Mengjian destroyed the Holy Land and killed several members of his Hu family. Even though they were directly related to each other by blood, Hu Qinzong's state of mind still collapsed. He was filled with murderous intent, and he was about to rush towards the group of people captured by their Hu family. But as soon as he moved, his expression suddenly changed. De raised his head and looked outside the ancestral land, and felt a terrifying aura coming that made his heart tremble. With a force that made his scalp numb, it struck at the formation of the Hu family's ancestral land. No. Boom. With this cut, the formation of the Hu family's ancestral land was broken like glass, and countless divine patterns and chains collapsed, turning into nothingness and fragile. A halberd exuding a heart-stopping aura appeared, instantly shattering the ancestral land. Formation, under the gaze of Hu Jianzhong and other gods and demons, whose faces changed greatly and roared, they struck at the center of the Hu family's ancestral land. An unimaginable force swept in, crushing the bodies of Hu Jianzhong and the others. Is this the strength of Mengjian? At the moment of death, Hu Jianzhong had such a thought in his mind. Regret suddenly welled up in his heart. If he had not followed the order of Shi Laoding, blocked the city of gods and demons, and intercepted those who wanted to those who surrendered to Mengjian, opposed Mengjian, but turned around and brought the Hu family to join Mengjian, working life and death for him, working as slaves and dogs, and owning the Hu family, can they survive? Probably not. Our Hu family has only one way to go. Hu Jianzhong thought of the Eastern royal family and sighed in his heart. When the power of the Hongtian halberd crushed his body and soul, his consciousness fell into darkness before his eyes and died completely. When the dust settled, the Hongtian halberd after he disappeared, some gods and demons spied on the situation in the Hu family's ancestral land from a distance. At this glance, his face changed drastically. He almost vomited when he saw the miserable situation in the Hu family's ancestral land. Died. All dead. A halberd. With just one halberd, Mengjian had already killed the Hu family's ancestral formation and everyone in the Hu family's ancestral land. How is this possible? He did it in the city of gods and demons. One by one, the gods and demons dared to spy quietly after the movement in the Hu family's ancestral land subsided, but what they saw shocked, and even panicked everyone. After snooping for a while, they quickly withdrew their gaze, their faces pale. Bloodless and soulless, he looked in the direction of the god and demon city, stunned. Hao Yun and others, who were attacking the Hu family's god city and massacring the Hu family members, looked in the direction of the Hu family's ancestral land and were also stunned for a long time. He has never recovered from the shock of the Hu family's ancestral land and holy land being wiped out one after another. Continue and let the Hu family be completely extinct. Mengjian's voice rang in Hao Yun's ears at this time. Plop. Hao Yun turned pale with fright. She knelt down towards the direction of the city of gods and demons. Her legs became weak. She trembled and answered the order yes. Lord Mengjian, know His Majesty the Human Emperor. After guarding the abyss for 1 billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 49. Mengjian didn't reply, and his voice was gone, but Hao Yun still knelt for a while, and then she felt she had some strength and stood up again. His gaze swept across the faces of the gods and demons. At this moment, all faces showed shock, awe, and fear. Shocked by Mengjian's strength. Fearing that Yu Mingjin's strength could easily destroy an Changsheng family. They have worked hard for countless years, but they cannot compare with the longevity family. it would be easy for the Changsheng family to destroy them. But such a terrifying behemoth, in the city of gods and demons, it should be the subordinate from human imperial city, but he is so unbearable. This is the strength of His Majesty the human emperor. Even the Son of God is willing to respect him as His Majesty the human emperor, and even the Taoist bodies of the 10 elders in the 10 Liaoding are no match for him. Among the human race, His Majesty the human emperor is undoubtedly the strongest. Hao Yun felt countless emotions in her heart, and even had an unprecedented thought. If she could serve this person forever and become a member of this person's subordinates, then in the future, the Hao family would have a place in this human race. Even if he is just an extremely humble one. There was a coldness in Hao Yun's eyes, and he scanned all the gods and demons present with his cold eyes, and whispered, His Majesty the human emperor has taken action to destroy the Hu family's ancestral land and the Holy Land. You have also seen that if His Majesty the human emperor wants to destroy the Changsheng family, he can just wave his hand. Who else in this world is stronger than His Majesty the human emperor? 10 old men stay together? Huh, the 10 of them were all beheaded when they faced His Majesty the human emperor, and now they are even hiding, not daring to show up. Sooner or later, the 10 old courtyards will all be swept away by His Majesty the human emperor, uprooted, and no one will be left alive. These words shocked the minds of all the gods and demons present. After seeing Meng Zhan destroy the Hu family's holy land with one halberd, and then destroy the Hu family's ancestral land with another halberd, they had no doubts about this. Their hearts also emerged some different thoughts. Hao Yun continued, His Majesty the human emperor has issued an order. No one from the Hu family should be left alive. The Hu family must be completely exterminated. This is our task. If anyone wants to leave now, then you can leave, but if you stay, you will have to work hard for His Majesty the human emperor from now on. All those who disrespect and disobey His Majesty the human emperor will be killed. Plop. Plop. As soon as she finished speaking, some gods and demons knelt down, willing to obey her orders and Meng Zhan's orders, and from then on they would live and die for Meng Zhan. Before long, more than 10,000 gods and demons knelt down. Come down. No one leaves. Kill. Hao Yun spat out one word, and continued to lead all the gods and demons to kill all the members of the Hu family in this sacred city, as well as the gods and demon families who had taken action against the Donghuang royal family, Meng family, and other families in the past. The people in this sacred city would be killed. Less than half was left. The entire sacred city was dyed red with blood. They continued to take action to clean up the remaining members of the Hu family in the huge Hu family. Although after the ancestral land and holy land of the Hu family were destroyed, absolutely no one left. Most of the remaining Hu family members have fled to other places. But this does not affect Hao Yun's bloodbath of the Hu family with gods and demons, and gathers all the remaining gods and demons, gradually growing to a huge scale. 1 million gods and demons. 2 million gods and demons. When Hao Yun led this wave of gods and demons and continued to charge towards the Yuan family, one of the 10 major families in Liaoding, each of the Changsheng family and the gods and demon families could feel the coming of the mountain rain. In the atmosphere of the building, Meng Zhan pointed his sword at the Yuan family. Human Imperial City. After destroying the Hu family, Meng Zhan returned to the ancestral land of the human emperor clan and continued to retreat to absorb the aura of gods and demons to accumulate god and demon points, as well as refine immortal god and demon level god puppets. As for the Tao body, he felt that he had gone to a desperate place. It's just a Tao body. Teng Qianqian and the others are also just Tao bodies. Their true bodies are still in this ancestral land. Even if the Tao body cannot come out of the Jedi, there is no loss. Outside. Because Meng Zhan took action again and destroyed another Changsheng family, the Hu family, and this time he only used 2 halberds to destroy the Hu family, and countless people were frightened. Destroy the Holy Land with 1 halberd. 1 halberd destroyed the ancestral land. There were countless gods and demons in the huge Hu family, but no one survived. Is this the strength of Mengjian, the remnant of the Meng family? This battle was different from the Meng War that destroyed the Ji family's ancestral land, and the beheading of 10 old Taoist bodies in the human emperor's palace, because this battle caused a great sensation, and the movements at that time alerted the attention of countless gods and demons. And this result also shocked countless gods and demons, and expressed their inner horror. The entire human race fell into silence. The things and words that the Hu family had slandered Mengjian before seemed to have disappeared and never appeared after this battle. They are all waiting for Shi Laoding's reaction, especially the Yuan family. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After guarding the abyss for a billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 50. At this moment, in the temple in the deepest part of the Yi family's ancestral land, Yu Yi, Yuan Tianzong, and others gathered here again. Each of them looked bad, especially Yuan Tianzong. The Hu family was a Changsheng family, and they were followers of their Yuan family and subordinates of their Yuan family. One of the forces, the strength is not weak. But now, however, the Hu family was destroyed by Mengjian. Yu Yi felt uncomfortable, and even felt a bit chilly. He glanced at Yuan Tianzong and others, and said in a deep voice that Mengjian is already possessed. In order to take revenge, he even ignored those who surrendered to him. For a long-lived family like the Hu family, he would kill them at will. Yu Wenchun's face was filled with murderous intent, and he hummed from the day he took action against Shi Laoding, this person has committed an unforgivable crime. And for such a person, in addition to killing him, we have no choice, and we must solve it as soon as possible, otherwise we will be attacked from both sides and will die sooner or later. The expressions of Yu Yi and others changed slightly, but they did not refute Yuan Tianzong's words. Indeed, they should not have other thoughts. Lin Xiangguo, the head of the Lin family, frowned and whispered, "But, ancestor, they have not left the border, so what can we do to deal with the Mongolian war? The 10,000 star movement formation was used before, but it only dealt with his Dao body. And Mengjian's true body is in the city of gods and demons. With his golden dragon of human luck, it is not difficult to control the city of gods and demons, and his control may be stronger than that of the ancestor and the others. Otherwise, the ancestor and the others would not have been defeated in the first place. If he were to fight against Meng, he would have been able to kill his Dao body long ago." Without waiting for Yu Yi and others to speak, Yu Wenchun said in a deep voice, "Ancestor and the others may not be able to deal with Mengjian after they leave seclusion. I once asked Ancestor about this. So, there is only one way. Use that one thing." As soon as Yuan Tianzong finished speaking, Yu Yi and others were like cats whose tails were stepped on. Without thinking, they directly refuted no. Yuan Tianzong clenched his fists, with evil intent in his eyes. He stared at Yu Yi and the others like an angry beast, and shouted, "Then you just wait until Mengjian destroys my Yuan family and Shi Laoding." Whoosh! Yu Wenchun left without hesitation, but when he walked out of the Yi family's ancestral land, there was a look of unwillingness on his face. Damn it! At this time, you are still hiding that thing without taking it out. If you take that thing out and leave the world of gods and demons directly, then why is there any need to be like this now? No, once the Hu family is destroyed, then the target of the next Meng War will definitely be my Yuan family. I can't let the Yuan family just stay there, waiting to die. Thinking for a moment, Yuan Tianzong had an idea in his mind. In a flash, the Taoist body stepped into the void in front of him, used his magical power to tear apart the space and returned to the Yuan family. The main body went to the Yuan family's ancestor Yu Wenhuang to discuss it. It didn't take long. Yuan Tianzong began to summon all the Yuan family members, gods, and demons. While Hao Yun was still leading people to clean up the people in the Hu family land, Yuan Tianzong had already ordered the clan members to quietly migrate towards the abyss. Tens of billions, hundreds of billions the people of the Yuan family's bloodline all left the territory that originally occupied the Eastern royal family, including the former ancestral land of the Eastern imperial family. No one was left. The people of the Yuan family quietly gathered and left. It took 3 years, and they moved to it took about 6 years for the tribe on the side of the abyss. When people outside found out that the Yuan family had left here, the entire human race was in an uproar. In order to avoid the threat of Mengjian, the Yuan family ran away. The Yuan family's ancestral land and clan land are completely empty. Except for those outsiders, no one from the Yuan family is left. They must have run away. What nonsense! The Yuan family moved to the direction of the Abyss Demon clan in order to resist the Abyss Demon clan. It had nothing to do with Mengjian. And with the obstruction of the Yuan family, it is absolutely impossible for the Abyss Demon clan to continue to capture our human territory. This is a great achievement. There are all kinds of controversies among the human race outside. The Yi family and other families obviously did not expect that the Yuan family would be like this. Mengjian destroyed an immortal family, and they were so scared that the whole family moved away. But the direction chosen by the Yuan family is the abyss. The direction of the demons was blocking the way. They couldn't say anything about this choice. To the relief of the Yu family and other families, after the Yuan family moved away, Mengjian never took action again. Only Hao Yun the gods and demons were still sweeping the territory near the human imperial city, bringing the territories of the Hu family and other families into the jurisdiction of the human imperial city, causing countless bloodshed. However, at this time, there was a rumor coming from the human imperial city. Jean Moran's voice and bad news came from the Abyss Demon clan, like thunder and a bolt from the blue. Within 100 years, the Shi Laoding clan will be wiped out. The head of the family, a terrifying demon clan, appeared in the Abyss Demon clan. Even the third ancestor of the Ao family, who was at the peak of the immortal god and demon realm, was no match for him and was almost killed. After guarding the abyss for 1 billion years, when he returned, his family became a criminal clan. Author, Top 47. Chapter 51. Within 100 years, the Shi Laoding clan will be wiped out. When Hao Yun began to attack another Changsheng family clan, Mengjian's indifferent voice resounded in all directions in the human emperor city. Countless gods, demons, and humans all heard Mengjian's words. When the word reached Shi Laoding, many gods and demons in the Yi family, Ao family and other families were frightened, and their faces suddenly turned pale. Destroy the Shi Laoding clan? Which clan? Yu Yi, Lin Xiangguo, and others did not let's meet again, but when they heard the sentence, their faces turned ugly. He is trying to scare us into confusion. However, after saying this, Yu Yi and the others were indeed a little panicked. None of them doubted the authenticity of this sentence. Even if Mengjian really took action, one of their clans might have been wiped out in such a long time. Originally they thought that Mengjian did not take action because he was afraid of something, but now it seems that is not the case. So within 100 years, Mengjian is really going to take action to destroy their clan? They are confused and panicked. Yu Yi, Lin Xiangguo, and the others looked on. Many clan elders, gods, and demons in their own clan have been frightened and are obviously panicking. They often panic and do wrong things. The fear has already spread in their clan before Mengjian takes action. Such a situation made Yu Yi and the others feel a little nervous. Don't panic. After we get out of seclusion, we will fight Mengjian again. Even if we risk our lives, we will definitely kill that Mengjian. After a moment of silence, the voice continued, if we really lose to Na Mengjian, our Shi Laoding will not have no way out. When Yu Yi and others hurriedly went to find their ancestors and reported the situation, they received this reply. Others didn't know what was going on, but Yu Yi and the others' hearts were obviously heavier. This made it clear that their ancestors didn't have much confidence in being able to kill Mengjian. The only thing that can give them some reluctance may be that line of retreat. It didn't take long. Shi Laoding responded to Mengjian's stubbornness. Come then, Shi Laoding will kill you within 100 years. Then put down the chaos of the Abyss Demon clan. Just such words are no longer enough to stabilize other Changsheng families, gods, and demon families. Heart of people are panicking, and some families have other thoughts. Human Imperial City. Mengjian was sitting cross-legged in the ancestral land of the human emperor clan. He looked towards the direction of the abyss passage. Under his divine pupils, the endless space of heaven and earth was reversed. He could clearly see through the heaven and earth and spy on the situation of the distant abyss passage. He saw a few familiar figures appearing, so he said that this was a good time to kill 10 Laoding clans within 100 years. Mengjian whispered. Several saints from the Abyss Demon clan came out together. It was really a big battle. When he was guarding the Abyss passage, he had fought many times with these saints, and even one saint died in the abyss. Into his hand. And if these guys hadn't hid and never appeared again after suffering serious injuries at his hands, then they might have died as early as 100 million years ago. But it is undeniable that the strength of this Abyss Demon clan Saint King is stronger than that of ordinary immortal gods and demons at the peak. As soon as they appear, the people of Shi Laoding are afraid that they will suffer, and the Abyss Demon clan will break through their defenses again, penetrate deeply into the human race, and cause complete chaos to the human race. As expected. Not long after, news came that the Shi Laoding gods and demons were defeated, and even 2 humans at the peak of the immortal gods and demons realm died. In the Abyss Passage, 100 years after the Abyss Demon clan broke out of the seal and came to the human race, several ruthless characters from the Abyss Demon clan finally came. Several saints woke up from their slumber, crossed the passage, and came to the world of gods and demons together. Which was headed by a young man in black who turned into a human and looked like a cold temperament. The world of human gods and demons. I really miss it. When he came to the world of gods and demons, he took a deep breath. The rich aura of gods and demons in the world of gods and demons made him feel intoxicated, and the breath in his body seemed to be a little restless. Once, he followed a holy king from the demon clan. In the world of gods and demons, the human race was not strong at that time, and the entire human race was allowed to be slaughtered by them and became their food. But not long after, a human emperor came out of the human race and beheaded all their holy kings. Countless of these abyss demons were killed, and only a few escaped back to the abyss and survived. After so many years, he himself became a saint king, and finally set foot on the world of gods and demons again. This saint king is in human form. Although his body is covered with dense black snake scales, he is wearing human clothes and looks like a young man with a cold temperament. Whoosh! The Holy King suddenly opened his eyes, millions of miles away. In addition, a human body in the early stage of the immortal god and demon realm was cut into countless pieces in an instant. The next moment, the corpse of this human race in the early stage of the immortal god and demon realm disappeared. He took it in with one hand, opened his mouth, and swallowed the immortal god and demon realm into his stomach. Go. On the ground, there were countless human gods and demons fighting around the original immortal gods and demons. Seeing such a scene, I was instantly frightened and turned pale, staring blankly in the direction of the abyss. Familiar taste, this is the life I want. He whispered. After swallowing the human gods and demons in the early stage of the immortal gods and demons realm, a moment later, the breath of the Saint Lord slowly increased, and he was refining the power of the human immortal gods and demons. For the abyss demons, cultivators, the stronger the human race, the greater the tonic is. Kill. Since that human race Mengjian no longer appears, then we should kill more humans and strive to restore peak strength as soon as possible, or even go one step further. Only in this way can we have the opportunity to find that Mengjian and kill him too. The nine-headed Saint Lord raised his head slightly, looked towards the depths of the human race, and said with a cold light in his eyes. Several Abyss Demon Clan Saint Lords nodded slightly, and then disappeared and left in the direction of their own clan. They led their clan in the dark and quietly devoured human gods and demons. They thought they were well hidden. They just secretly devour the human gods and demons and quietly restore their own strength. But under their hands, even the humans in the early, middle, and late stages of the immortal gods and demons realm cannot withstand a move in front of them, and will be devoured later. Defeat. From as soon as they appeared, the frenzy that had been suppressed by the abyss demons swept forward again, and even two ancestors of the human race at the peak of the immortal god-demon realm were swallowed up after they were severely injured in a sneak attack.